What is up, everyone? Lee Mustang here, coming at you with one more Let's Play, this time in the form of Metroid Fusion. Now, if you haven't already seen it, you should totally check out my Super Metroid Let's Play. But if not, then this one should be just as fun. The only difference between this one and my Super Metroid Let's Play is pretty much going to be that I've already played through this game, because after playing Super Metroid, I became a huge fan of the series. And I decided to try this one out, and I had fun, and I said, hey, you know what, I'm gonna record it. By no means am I gonna be the greatest or anything like that, but I am definitely gonna record it and see where my experiences take me. So, without further ado, let us play some Metroid Fusion. Took a while for that scene switch to happen, so I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna go ahead and skip that just because we're gonna get to see this intro play out anyway. You can see here, I got a fresh cart because the one that I had played was digitally on my 3DS from the Ambassador program. So I'm gonna. I guess there's no point in changing those settings. All right, let's begin. Start. I'd been assigned to watch over Biologics research team, so I once again found myself on the surface of SR-388. Oh, there we have our heroine again. Straight for the rockets. Oh, what's this? It was there that I was attacked by a life form I had never encountered before. It was only later that I learned the identity of my attacker, the parasitic organism we now know as X. Probably not to be confused with Mega Man X. Unaware of my condition, I was returning to the station when disaster struck. Oh no! Shaky screen! Once the X had infested my central nervous system, I lost consciousness and my ship drifted into an asteroid belt. Oh man! And boom goes the dynamite. Oh man! Daft Punk is here. The ship's emergency systems automatically ejected the escape pod before impact. Biologics vessel recovered it and transported me to Galactic Federation HQ. However, during the journey, the X multiplied within me, corrupting large areas of my power suit. It then came to light that the organic compound of my power suit had become so integrated with my system that it could not be removed while I was unconscious. Large portions of my suit had to be surgically removed, dramatically altering my physical appearance. However, the X in my central nervous system were too embedded to be removed safely. I was given a minimal chance of survival. Then, someone found a cure. Oh look, we have a Metroid. They proposed using a Metroid cell to make an anti-X vaccine. It seems that the Federation had managed to preserve a cell culture from the last infant Metroid from SR-388. The serum was prepared and injected without delay. The X parasites were immediately and completely destroyed. Blue. As for me, one life ended, yet I survived, reborn as something different. Pondering this fact, I realized I owe the Metroid hatchling my life twice over. We'll soon be arriving at BSL Research Station. Or, I'm sorry, we'll soon be arriving at the BSL Research Station. I must prepare for docking. The ship's computer has notified me of our approach to the Biologic Space Labs, or BSL, research station. During my surgery, the research team sent the last batch of creatures we captured there, as well as the infected pieces of my power suit. After regaining consciousness, I learned that an unexplained explosion rocked the station. For some reason, this awoke a nameless fear in my heart, and now I am being sent there to investigate. My mission on the BSL station will be overseen by my new ship's computer. Following the commands of this blunt computerized CO is something I have to bear, as it was a condition of my taking the ship. For someone who dislikes taking orders, this is the second time I found myself having to do so. It makes me recall my other CO, which I'm going to assume means commanding officer. This is my second ever Metroid game. And I gotta say, I did have a lot of fun with it, but I know I'm definitely gonna have more frustrating moments in this game. Even knowing what to expect, I know I'm gonna have a lot of frustrating moments, especially towards the end. Oh god, the end is gonna really be annoying. So, there's been an explosion in the quarantine bay. Oh, I can speed it up now. Quarantine bay. The bay currently stores capsules containing recent samples from SR-388 as well as parts of your suits infected by the X-parasites. The cause of the explosion is as yet unclear. Investigate. The quarantine bay is here. Move quickly and quietly. You are still unable to use most of your latent abilities. Don't forget that, Samus. Stop at the navigation room on the way. Uplink from there. Is your objective clear? Yes. Now go to the quarantine bay. Right. So here's the weird part, right? This game has oh, can't go through there yet. Like, it looks like it can feel a lot like Super Metroid, but it doesn't, from my experience, right? But the thing that usually gets to me in this game is that they seriously limited your ability to explore, which is kind of unfun. It's very linear. All right. So the quarantine bay is ahead. Biosigns are confirmed. Be careful. Well, this isn't ominous at all. Can't do much of anything other than run and shoot. Jump, run, and shoot. So I can't go through any of these little tiny crevices yet. As of yet, anyway. The quarantine bay. Oh look, it's that little jerk face from before. So I can absorb him, huh? So you're the one that got left behind? Man, nobody liked you. First you get blown up by a missile. Then you get abandoned back there. Then again, everything looks abandoned here. To be fair. Alright, let's check back in with the navigation room, because that's going to be a reoccurring trend. This is unfortunate news. The specimens brought back by the field team were infected by X-parasites. The X can mimic its prey. Any specimen could have hosted it. Before the explosion, a security sensor scanned one. The gelatinous X-parasites invade and rapidly reproduce, killing the host creature. They also absorb DNA and use it to mimic the host. You were almost killed by an X infection. Only the Metroid vaccine saved your life. It seems Metroids were the main predators of the X. That's why the vaccine worked so quickly and so well. But it has also changed your cellular makeup. You will never be infected by X again. In fact, you can now absorb any free-floating X parasites without a host by merely touching them. This will allow you to replenish health and restore weapons. You may also restore latent abilities this way, so pursue free X parasites whenever you possibly can. This station is home to many species, some violent ones. We must keep the X out of the breeding environments at all costs. This is vital, Samus. I am already detecting massive biosigns in this region. The X are gathering. This may be our chance to exterminate them, but you're only at 10% battle capacity. Your chances of survival is extremely low. Great. The Federation needs you alive and on duty, Samus. Is your objective clear? Yup. Now get going. I have released the lock on level 0 hatches. Look for the blinking hatches. See, like I said, super linear. It pretty much tells you where to go, where, like, my experiences with Super Metroid, if you watch my Let's Play, I could have gone wherever I wanted within reason, right? But here, that's not going to be the case. Let me go ahead and save. It's also going to take me... I still can't get used to it. Like, I was going to say, I'm going to have, like, it still takes me a while, but Drupus, I can't get used to this look for Samus, which I get it's because she was infected, right? But I don't know, it looks kind of funky. So I'm hoping if we ever get another 2D Metroid, I hope that Samus will look like more like Samus has looked traditionally. It's not. Oh, it's a dead body. That's right. And then it's showing me that it can just kind of take random shapes and stuff. Oh, can't do anything about that. Another navigation room. Alright, so what's now? I've received news from HQ. They can support you with downloadable weapons data. Once you have this data, you'll be able to use missiles. This will help against some enemies your beam can't hurt. Head to the data room for the download. The data room is here. Is your objective clear? Yup. With missiles, your chance of survival climbs to 20%. Oh, well, you know, if I could get another 10% survival rate. I have a feeling, like, even though this game is still kind of fresh in my head from, like, my impatience of wanting to play, I get, like, this super distinct feeling that I'm gonna have trouble... I'm gonna definitely have trouble finding the... but a good chunk of all of the power-ups and stuff. But I will give commentary about my experiences, my first times dealing with certain... I keep forgetting that I can't do that, and that looks suspicious over there. But my experiences the first time running through the game. Oh. That computer reminds me of a gruff Federation CO I served under named Adam Malkovich. He called me Lady on missions. From anyone else, it would have sounded sarcastic, but Adam made it sound dignified. Out of respect, and with some irony, I named the computer after him. I guess we'll be referring to that nav room computer that's been telling me what to do. I guess we're going to be referring to it as Adam from this point on. As per Samus's request. So I can go ahead and recharge here. Just about every major location of this like colony or the space station has a recharge station, which is already hugely different from Super Metroid. Alright, let's get oh yeah, that's right, that's another kind of welcome change, right? Samus can now do this, which is kind of something super awesome. But Super Metroid, you could wall jump repeatedly off the same wall, and that's not the case here. Here you can't really do it. Here you can only go from one wall to another, to another, to another, so on and so forth. Alright. The data room is just ahead. Yeah, I'm aware. Alright, so... whoop! Missile data downloaded. Hold R and press B to use. Now, I'm pretty sure something's gonna happen, like a boss fight, and the fact that they closed the door is probably a good indicator of that. Electrical interference has knocked out the elevators on the main deck. This may be related to the X. I'll work on it as for you, try to find another way to the target. It's located here. I'm reading huge bio signs, so I hope your missiles work. Well, gee, thanks. To reload missiles, you can use a recharge room or absorb a special type of X-parasite. You'll see them. Try it out. Is your objective clear? Yes, absolutely. Missiles are your only hope. Don't hesitate to use them. Now find a way to the target. So what they're pretty much telling me is those little, like, as they mentioned it, the gelatinous blobs or whatever. It's gonna be the green ones that I'm gonna be concerned with. Oh wait, that's right. Took me a bit. But I believe the elevator doesn't work, so I can't go through here. So, I mean, things in this Metroid sometimes feel a little more like, hey, it's in your face. It's right here. Like this. Like, how can I ignore? I already saw it the first time when I came in, right? Which was, I had actually noticed it as well on my first playthrough. So I was like, oh, well, gee, I wonder what I have to do here, you know? Okay, good. Yay, those floors all over again. They're the best. Got ladders. Ooh, another missile upgrade. I mean, that one, that doesn't really count. That's just kind of there. So here's I'm elsewhere now. I'm on my way to the target. There's a save room. So I think I'm gonna hit up the save room first. Oh, whoa. Okay, note to self: don't just charge into victory. I have a feeling that I think the first upgrade I'm gonna get from that obvious boss fight encounter that I'm gonna get to. Can I go in through here? No. Or well, I'm actually not remembering. I might have to call this a semi-blind Let's Play because it looks like I'm gonna kind of forget some stuff. Oh wait, or was I supposed to do it through here? Oh, okay, I got it. Whoopsies. Alright, let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and save here. And I'm gonna fight something. For the life of me, I cannot remember what the heck it is that I'm gonna fight. Oh boy, these things again! And I remember thinking like, oh, the game's trying to teach me again what I'm supposed to do. Because, oh my god, that's kind of annoying. I mean, so a thing that I quickly picked up on in this game was whenever I see the red gelatinous little X-Parasite things, those are the ones that are going to like fully recover my health. Oh man. You know that's always a bad sign. It's like, here's an E-Tank! So, I mean, I remember seeing that and I was like, oh, that was pretty quick. But then again, Super Metroid had one pretty early on too, if I remember. Alright, so then I remember I encountered this and I was like, for the life of me, what am I supposed to do? And then it did that, and I began to realize what I was supposed to do. So, I actually died to this guy like 3 times the first time that I did it. But part of that I attributed a little more to the fact that I was trying to get used to the controls. Playing it on the DS was not very easy for me. Only because I kept like, you know, it has the 4 face buttons, so I kept confusing it with the Super Nintendo controller, and then the 3DS version like made extra buttons do stuff. So it wasn't just A and B; it just kind of mapped out everything else. These two are using missiles because I want this to end a lot faster. All right, so then that happened, right? And I was like, "What? I thought I killed it!" But no, you don't. A lot of the bosses I fight, you're gonna have to, or I'm gonna have to. You have to like keep hitting them with missiles. But of course they have like invincibility frames. Then that happens, jump up to it, and you get an ability back. So in this case I got Morph Ball back. So press twice down to morph. So again, one of the reoccurring trend. One of the earlier ones you usually get the missiles first, and then you get this. So yeah, it took me a bit for that boss, but I quickly got a feel for it by the third time, thankfully. I kind of hoped it would. All the other bosses I did pretty well against, if I recall. Oh, well, hey, see? I told you, they're like everywhere. Like, you can't miss it. Alright, let me make my way here. And this looks like a pretty good spot to stop. So if you like what you see here, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe. So hope you enjoyed this first video of Metroid Fusion, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.